What is up, guys? It is EARTHS here, back with another video. This is going to be my review for Supergirl Season 4, Episode 9, otherwise known as Elseworlds Part 3. This was the ending to the huge Elseworlds crossover, and holy cow, was it a good one. Oh man, I had so much fun watching this episode. Gonna be honest, it bumped the crossover up a lot, because before this, I was loving the crossover, but I wasn't like, holy cow, these are the best episodes of the Arrowverse ever. And this episode kind of saved it. So let's get into it because it was extremely, extremely good. So we start off with Oliver and Barry both without any powers. They're not the Green Arrow or the Flash, kind of on the run as the Trigger Twins. And basically we have Black Superman coming to stop them, but it turns out that Black Superman is actually John Deegan. He just used the book to turn himself into Black Superman, and I was actually not expecting this at all. I thought he was going to be a Superman from a different Earth, and I will already say, Superman and Green Arrow are my two MVPs for this crossover. I think those two characters were just so good. They both had arcs, and I just loved both of them whenever they were on screen. I also loved the interactions between Barry and Oliver again in this episode. They were some of the best things of the crossover. Also changed Star Labs, and Cisco and Caitlin and the people working at Star Labs all work for Black Superman, which was kind of an interesting twist. And then to throw more on it, Kara is in the pipeline, and kind of her caretaker is Alex, but it's a different version of Alex. And overall, this episode was just amazing. Let's get into some more details, though. So basically, now the whole team has to figure out a way to stop Dr. Destiny, and Kara gets out of the pipeline by kind of giving this huge, actually good speech to Alex about what her Alex is and what she means to her, and then Alex lets her out of the pipeline so Kara can help stop Black Superman, and then Oliver and Barry go a different route to find Cisco, Ramon, and see if he can still vibe. On the way, though, they run into the Monitor in this kind of space thingy with him. And they give a whole, kind of speech and everything about, hey, we're here. We're going to keep fighting. Let us get back to it. And then they find Cisco, and it turns out he is the boss of this, super sketchy, bar for criminals and stuff, where the Trigger Twins are very well known. And they go, and they ask for Cisco's help. He doesn't want to help them. He calls security. But then Barry brings up Dante, and he listens, and then they bring up, how they can stop Black Superman, and he listens, and then he breaches them to Earth 38, right into the Fortress of Solitude, where Superman and Lois are waiting. This was all very, very cool, and honestly, this whole episode was just great. So, they get Superman's help. Even him and Lois are such a great couple. Lois is like, you have to go, you have to help them, because he's the only one that can really control this book, the Book of Destiny. And so they bring him back, and then they have a whole confrontation. It's amazing. They stop Deegan, they get the book, and then Deegan gets the book back. But first, Superman fixes most of reality. Barry is the Flash again, and Oliver is the Green Arrow again. And now, Deegan gets the book back, and he wants to just destroy reality, alright? And they gotta figure out how to stop them. So, they basically get together, and they're like, Supergirl, Barry, you guys can stop this if you run or fly super fast around the Earth and stuff. That'll kind of slow the Earth's rotation. And at first, Oliver and Clark don't want them to do this because it says in the Book of Destiny if they do it, they die. But they want to do it anyway because they are heroes, guys, and this was so good. And then, basically, they go to do it, and it's up to them to rewrite reality so that they don't die. So Superman goes to get the book and has this huge battle with Black Superman. It's big, it's epic. I mean, the flying animations were but everything else was great about it, okay? And then, you know, Oliver goes back to the Monitor, and this is my favorite scene of the entire crossover, guys. I don't care. Alright, Oliver gives one of the best speeches of the entire Arrowverse to the Monitor. Okay, to the Monitor. And it was just so well done and good. And this is why I love Oliver Queen. That speech was just incredible. He's kind of found who he is. And I think they're foreshadowing that he's eventually going to sacrifice himself for Barry and Kara. Maybe. I don't really know. But just like what they said, you know, he's like, they are the best of us. Please don't let them die. And because his inner self it's filled with darkness. But the ability to have this arc and get up there and kind of say that speech, I felt it really powerful. And it felt so good coming from Oliver, who he's known for kind of locking up. And this scene just, it was so good. I loved it. And then, you know, they have one last big battle with Black Superman, Deegan, to get the book back. Well, basically just to, you know, like, make sure reality doesn't get destroyed. They win, and then, of course, you have the big celebration at the end. Now, this was where it got kind of cringy. I mean, there was the cool toast where Oliver's like, let's celebrate what we have for as long as we have it. And that was cool, and they're kind of joking about, is this becoming an annual thing? I hope not. There were some good jokes in this episode, but it was kind of cringy when everyone went back to Earth 38. That was one of my only negatives about this episode, I swear. Like, everything else. Then we have Superman and Lois back in the Fortress of Solitude, where he steps down as Superman, and he proposes to Lois. And I thought this was a proposal that was actually done well, so props to the CW. Then, finally, guys, the ending. Oh my gosh, the ending. Holy cow. We get Batwoman calling Oliver, and she's like, you know, there is something imminent coming or whatever. We're going to have to stop this. So it looks like they're going to be staying in touch. And then we go to jail with Deegan when he's in jail. And we see Psycho Pirate. Alright? That was one of the big reveals. I loved it. He says, you know, a far worse event is coming. And then, guys, then we get this incredible title screen. Next fall, Crisis on Infinite Earths. Oh my gosh, this was where my mind exploded. I was like, holy crap, how is this happening? How are they going to do it? Oh my gosh, is it fall of 2019 yet? Oh my gosh, there are going to be so many things. Is Supergirl going to die? Oh my god, it was just, oh my gosh, guys, they are doing Crisis on Infinite Earths. Oh my god, that was such a perfect way to end it off. Overall, this episode was great. It was great. Now, there were barely anything wrong with it. I mean, the cringy moments at the end is really the only major thing I can think of. It had some amazing speeches. It had some good fight scenes. It had our heroes standing up together. You know, it had Superman, lots of it. He was amazing. I loved Superman so much. Oliver was great. Barry was great. I love seeing Cisco. We even saw Gary at the bar. And, oh, in my heart, if I was rating this with my heart, I'd give it a 10 out of 10, guys. But if I am rating with my mind, there were just some little things wrong with it, so I would give it a 9.9 out of 10. Let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments. Holy cow, what a way to end off Elseworlds. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.